there, Leo. Welcome to your end of June 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Happy post solstice. It was really a beautiful day in some ways. I could feel some really beautiful energy. I don't know about you, but let's see what the rest of the month going into July feels like with the cards. Nines. It's nines. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Oh, wow. What the heck? Gosh, it's so weird because, okay. Oh, wow. Wow. We're getting a lot of stuff. Well, I mean, I was thinking, what astrologically is going on here? Well, first of all, when the sun goes into Cancer, that is the 12th house for Leo. So all kinds of things that have to do, the World card is about endings. It's the last card of the major arcana. So it can be that kind of tying up loose ends, closure for your new solar cycle. But yeah, usually I don't get cards that are so in alignment with a certain theme. So if this does not resonate with you, I do apologize, but I'm going to kind of go with a certain theme here. And that theme is dealing with someone that may have taken advantage of you, and maybe that person was very how would I put it? Like they might have been very calculating even. And I have said this before, that Leo people tend to be, financially generous. And to me, that opens the floodgates for the exploitation on that level. But I want to make clear that on the other end of the spectrum are people who are cheapskates. And those kind of people rub me the wrong way as well. So I'm not saying like be a cheapskate. But the problem is that sometimes either that, or if you're having a sexual relationship that you're hoping that will lead to something more permanent, and that other person is not seeing things in that way. They may have gone along with some kind of romantic stuff, but they ultimately are not going to commit, or you realize they're not going to commit. And it might have been a blow, a slap in the face. But if you're really honest with yourself, you probably did not have those boundaries in place, that you kind of may have given the wrong impression by your behavior, and you have to kind of own that. So so that was just the first impression that I had when I was looking at these cards. The heart of the matter is the Nine of Wands. This is about having boundaries, but also, like, I always think of the narcissist who kind of comes back after you have gotten your life together. God, why can't I now I'm thinking of that song, Don't Leave Me This Way. Now I'm talking about like a disco song. Na, 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 na. I Will Survive. That was when I was trying to, hum the entire song, trying to think of it. Yeah, it's like as soon as like the person gets their life together, that other person comes back into their life. Now here is where it gets real, really real, is that you're going to have Venus retrograde in your sign in July, Leo. So just realize that this could be something that this might be like kind of ahead of time and be more relevant in a month. Because it's interesting, Venus actually does go retrograde on the same day that the sun goes into your sign. And it's actually exactly a month from when I'm recording this, which is June 22nd. So, for what that's worth, I mean, that could be like symbolic of, yeah, this is really happening. Um, so, keep that in mind. And with the Nine of Wands, um, as a matter of fact, to me, this is almost like a form of vigilance where you are like, okay, this is what I'm accepting, allowing into my reality, and this is what I'm not allowing, and I'm not going to. And so you prepare yourself, because sometimes people get carried away by the reunion and then they, just let everything go to hell, or just like they don't pay attention to what's happening around them. In the past position, we have the Nine of Cups. This is a card of wish fulfillment, excitement, emotional fulfillment, feeling so great. And where is it leading you? Well, it led you to the Nine of Wands. And nine is the ninth house is Sagittarius and all of that kind of stuff. So since Jupiter rules Sag, excessive qualities can be present. So this could be excessive or indulgent influence. The Nine of Cups can be too much of a good thing, and that leads to the need for these boundaries. And maybe you were operating in this idea that you were in this love situation that perhaps you weren't, and then it kind of was this slap in the face, so to speak. The higher message is the Ten of Swords. This is a card of, accepting betrayal, accepting that it happened to you. So you're not denying it. For Leo, the reason that you would probably do this is to save face, is to feel like, oh, they didn't really con me or anything like that. It's better to see it that way and to love yourself through that, because it doesn't say anything bad about a person if they're taken advantage of and another person preyed upon them. Maybe you were in a vulnerable place when they came around, and what came into my mind is that you were recently divorced. Maybe you were recently, broken up with somebody, and this was a rebound kind of thing. And but and that made you more vulnerable. But whatever the situation is, bad behavior is on the person who does it. It's not on somebody who believes in that individual and thinks that they are, telling the truth about something. What crosses you is the Two of Swords. This can be that kind of well, I don't know about if I'd say confusion, maybe confusion, but mostly like indecisive quality that makes you not sure like exactly what you should do next. And sometimes that's because your own desires are still anchoring you down. So definitely do not allow yourself to deceive yourself. If you know that you sometimes have a tendency to kind of put on those rose-colored glasses, now is not the time, because there's a lot going on, and you want to be as present as possible for it. Oh, you know what happened? Oh, here's the thing astrologically, is we had a full moon in your fifth house of romance. So that could have been what totally illuminated maybe some kind of deceit or negative situation that was happening that you were not aware of. Oh gosh, the leaf blowers. Hell on earth. Okay, well, I'm going to just finish this since I'm here. What's coming in is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is a Taurus type of energy. Of course, it can always be a Taurus person that comes into your life, or that has already been kind of waiting in the wings. But I mean, on your end, this could be like really just kind of immersing yourself in work. It's really freaky, because I actually got this card I did a reading. I was thinking about launching another channel where I just do all of my monthly readings instead of doing them on here. And I almost feel like releasing these videos for here. But anyway, I probably won't do it anywhere. And I got the Knight of Pentacles, and it was kind of a similar scenario. So who knows? Maybe a lot of people are dealing with this because of that full moon in the fifth house, the house that you rule, really kind of bringing something up to the surface that was kind of hidden. And it might be something that needed to be exposed. The outcome is a World card. So this is an end of an era. Now, let me go back to that scenario that I had. Like, let's say you were in a long-term marriage and you got divorced. And then you felt vulnerable, so you got involved with somebody who ended up being kind of taking advantage of you in some way, Leo. You may have, like, let's say you got a divorce, that might have been the time that era was actually over with, but you didn't realize it at the time. You might have been holding on so long to trying to, just maintain things because you're a fixed sign and you tend to want to have things stay the same. So this is really embracing that change. And, it's right below the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords can also be that the worst is over with. So keep that thought in your head that things may just get better and better as you go along. And maybe you can embrace any endings that are occurring. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I would love to read for you. I have package deals, an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits, which are really what people are thinking of at the time of their solar return, because they're just like, okay, well, what is the year? What are the themes of this year? That's called my deep dive reading, and that's at a special price. And then I have one with the tarot called the Whole Enchilada. You can find out more information about those readings and the standalone readings that I offer, including love readings, relationship readings, whatever. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. The link is below. Thank you for watching. Bye.